I want to share a manifestation technique I've been playing around with lately that is really easy to do, but it can put your mind in a place where you're sort of giving it a framework for what it is that you want to create, and by doing so, embodying the vibration of where that thing is. Okay, so I want to preface with the subconscious mind is governing like 90% of our lives. So the subconscious mind, it operates based on beliefs and based on the now moment. It doesn't operate in the way that we see like linear time. It operates more so like what is right now. It doesn't perceive a past and a future. So given that, the subconscious mind can actually be programmed to be something other than what it currently is. Because the reality in the life that you're currently experiencing is essentially where the subconscious mind believes that it is. So that's why you're experiencing what you're experiencing right now. So in order to get it into a different place and begin bringing energies and ideas that come from where you want to be, this is what I've been playing with. So I'm filming this video in September right now, and if you were to think, okay, where was I last September? And I'm sure you could have some ideas about that. Like, oh, I was doing this. Yeah, a year ago I was working on this and this. My headspace was XYZ. And then you think, okay, where was I the September before that? Where was I the year before that? And then you could say, okay, well then I was doing this, and I was working on this and this. And you could go back a handful of years and see how you can observe the progression of your life. You can observe how with each year that went by, you progressed in a certain way, and you progressed based on the beliefs and the thoughts that you had in the year prior, in the time prior. It's not, a year is not the most exact thing, but I think it's an easy way to actually make this tangible. So when you go back a year, you could see, okay, based on those thoughts that I had and the feelings that I had and the things I was doing, it brought me to where I am now. So then how you can sort of trick your mind is to move forward into next year and say, oh, what was I doing next year? As if it was a past tense thing. Say, okay, that's right, next year I was, and then you decide. You talk about it in detail, like I was doing this and this, and I had achieved this, I had accomplished this. And then you say, what was I doing the year after that? And then you start talking to yourself about that in detail. What you'll notice when you do this is you're gonna start having feelings show up that actually align with if that were actually true. Because like I said, the subconscious mind does not work in linear time. It's just wondering, like, what do I believe is true right now? And what is true right now is essentially a manifestation of what was true in your past. What was true and what became true based on the results of your thinking and feeling in the past. So when you move forward, it's almost like if you were to think of yourself 5 years from now, and then every year that happened between now and then, you were to step forward and say, that's right. And then in 2025, I did this and that. And then in 2026, I did this and that. And you start feeling how that feels. You have the emotion come up. You have the ideas come up. What you're going to notice is you're going to start vibrationally resonating with that reality. So a lot of us, we manifest unconsciously. And that's why it might feel like sometimes you might not feel like you're making progress in your manifestations, in designing your life. And that's because a lot of times we're just manifesting unconsciously. We're going year by year and we're kind of just rolling with the punches. What's happening is kind of what is, and we don't feel like we're necessarily designing it or controlling it. But I promise you that the thoughts and feelings that you have in those periods of time are always reaching out into a future version of you and creating a new now moment, which you're either tapped into or not. See, the quantum field, within the quantum field, all possibilities exist. And all possibilities are a matter of frequency. So when we can look forward into our life as if it had already happened, what we're doing is we're programming our subconscious mind to make those future possibilities a reality. and say, that's right, this is what happened this year, and this is what happened this year. And what we notice is we begin creating the tracks, we begin aligning with the timelines that actually lead us to those points in time. So my friends, it's simple. It really is simple. Go into your past year by year, just to get your mind into the sensation of feeling what it's like to look back and remember how you were. And then once you get to the present moment, remember the next year and the year after that, the years in the future, as if they were in the past. And start recognizing how that makes you feel, how that makes you think. Because you'll notice a lot of things will all of a sudden become clear to you, like, oh, maybe I should do that, maybe I should work on that. It's because you're then tapped into the timeline of that specific future that you are deciding to create. You are designing your life by looking at it as if it already happened, which triggers your subconscious mind to believe that it already exists and you are already that person. All right? So it's kind of fun to do this. You know, you can really see how you can make things evolve and you can make change happen. And it makes you see how you've been making change happen this whole time, but you might not have realized it. Okay, so I hope that helps. I hope that makes sense. Give it a try. You know, I've been having quite a bit of fun with it, so I hope you do as well. Much love, take care, and I'll see you all very soon.